Good evening there. Sorry for the delay, everyone. Oh, it's been quite the day, but we're going to start hunting very shortly indeed. Good to see you, Pete. Good to see you, Rich. How are you both doing? You can see we've basically got our games ready here. So I'll be starting very shortly. How has everyone's Tuesdays been? Hello everyone, welcome in. Sorry for the delay getting started, we'll be getting started very shortly. Just sharing the little Safari skit that I made today around, and we'll be getting started very shortly indeed. It would be very poetic if we were to find the shiny tonight, given the tone of the video that I've just done. And if you haven't seen it, don't blame me, I've only just released it, so go back and check it out. Right, let me just post this. So, alright, I think we're done. Let's finally get started. Sorry again everyone for the delay. So Rich, pretty good. It's been a busy one, making food with a pint of Guinness to wind down. Very nice, very nice. My day has been very busy. Thanks Rich. But good. Wednesdays, obviously, I release the podcast episode for the week. And so that's coming out tomorrow. It's going to be with Connor Hayward, who works a lot behind the scenes of streams. Tongue twister. And looking forward to you all hearing that, getting that perspective that we haven't yet had on the podcast. So I've been getting that ready. Then I had my little video diary entry to make from the Safari Zone today, which quite rousing stuff. Had a little audience gathering, just talking about how it's the journey, not the destination, but also would still like to find a shiny. So yeah, all of that. Plus, just had some unexpected delays today, unfortunately, with dinner and stuff. Means that we're starting a little bit later than anticipated, but we're here now. And we are going to see if we can finally find this shiny. More than 50,000 encounters in. Whew. Quite the marathon. Quite the marathon. So thank you for asking, Rich. And sorry if you weren't anticipating that essay in response, but yeah. It's been a good day. It's been a fulfilling day, just a little bit swept off my feet. For the sounds of it, similar to you, Rich. And good evening, Worm's Eye. How are we? How has your Tuesday been? My apologies again for the delay in starting the stream. Just getting all excited about it being the journey, not the destination. And do go and check out the Safari video diary entry that I've made for today, to see my antics from a day in the Safari Zone. How are you doing, Worm's Eye? How has your Wednesday been? How's everyone's Wednesdays been? And as always, place your bets as to what's going to shine. If we find it tonight, when we find it tonight. Inadvertently timed my eyebrow raise there with a little riff in the music. Hello, Katie. Good evening. Sorry for the delay in starting tonight. Been a busy one, but how are you, Casey? How has your Tuesday been? Hope you've been enjoying your day, and I hope you're ready to unwind a little bit tonight. Unexpected dinner delays are indeed the worst, Rich. Yeah, your oven stopped working on Sunday. Oh no, chicken half cooked. That is very, very frustrating. How did you rectify that, Rich? I hope that everything was okay in the end. Hello, Damien. Good to see you. Sorry for the delay in starting, my friend. But we're here now. We're ready to go. How has your Tuesday been, Damien? Hope you've been having a good one. I was just saying, I release podcast episodes on Wednesdays, and so was busy getting things edited today. And that's with Connor Hayward. Episode dropping tomorrow, of course. Getting the heretofore unheard perspective of someone who works behind the scenes on the Pokemon streams and various other streams too. So looking forward to you all hearing that. But yeah, been a busy one. And today's video diary entry perhaps took slightly more editing than usual. And so everything's been pushed back. And then, as I was saying to Rich, some unexpected dinner delays as well. But we're going now. You're good, Katie? I went into the garage for a service today, so it's been pretty chill. Oh, okay, nice. It can be very welcome, that, can't it? It's, you're without your car, but also you have an excuse not to go anywhere. Which can be very welcome. Just chilling at home. I remember in lockdown, my phone took a plunge into some water. Which, of course, was frustrating. It was at the end of its contract anyway. But then I had a week without a phone, and it was pretty blissful, to be honest with you. I just so enjoyed being off the grid, and just without the constant sort of distraction and interruption that a phone can provide. So, actually, I had a really good time without it, I've got to say. Every once in a while, little breaks like that from technology and things that can distract us are very welcome. So yes, car in the garage can be annoying, but I hope you're enjoying the increased time that brings, Katie. Exactly, good. Use the grill and the air fryer, no, and you didn't get ill. Good. Good to hear that. Rich. Well handled. And yeah, again, it's been so frustrating that the oven just stopped working. Did some Aaron Shiny hunting in Shining Pearl, some Splatoon 3, and continued in the Battle Tree, yes. Defeated Mallow and Wally. The Battle Tree, Damien, you're home away from home, let's say. The place you've been aiming to go back to for such a long time now. And congrats on defeating Mallow and Wally. Very nice. And the Aaron hunt continues. I really enjoy shiny hunting in Shining Pearl. So, I believe... I found 3 random shinies in Shining Pearl. The first was the Machop that I found before the first gym, even, just on my playthrough. So that swiftly became a part of my team. I was shocked. The next was in the Grand Underground. The very first time I had one of those Doug Trio boosted shiny odd things. You know, the alarm goes and you have a limited amount of time with the boosted odds. The first Pokemon I encountered in that first time I had that alert was a Houndoom, and that Houndoom was shiny. Part of the reason why I feel a connection to the Houndour line. And then I was doing Poker Radar for Azurill in Mr. Backlot's Mansion Garden. And before hitting any kind of boosted shiny odds, found a shiny Azurill. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I was very lucky in my Shining Pearl. And I hope that's sort of a comfort in knowing that I do sometimes find shinies, contrary to what this week might be teaching us. So yeah, how about you, Damien? What were your shinies in the Gen 4 remakes? And anyone else? What shinies did we find in the Generation 4 remakes? Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. As I just said, for me, it was Machop, Houndoom, and Azurill. Which was great, because I was building a competitive team with Azumarill, which is why I was shiny hunting it. So, there we go. Slow on your emblems, I can't really say anything of note. Well, fair enough. Sometimes no news is good news. Oh, that's amazing. And you got the Heart Gold boxed with Pokewalker, Damien. Ooh, how very exciting. You're going to have the best time with that. Do you have in mind any quests already that you might want to do with that Heart Gold version? That's so exciting. Hello, Jake. Good to see you. How are you doing, Jake? Damien, you're making me nervous with this oh no in the chat. What's up, Damien? You're amazed I'm at 50,000 encounters, Katie. I think we all are. I think many, many people are. No one more so than me. Well, it's supposed to be a fun little time in Safari Week. Has expanded to nearly a month now. Nearly a month. I would not have been able to predict it. When I look back on this year, I will think, sometimes completely unexpected left field things come out of nowhere, and that was one of them. And not only that, but some of these things become such a staple of our year. A lot of Tauros being found in Fire Red tonight. Yeah, it's very strange, isn't it, Katie? But hey, the deeper we go, the more perseverance and conviction we have. So let's get a shiny. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, Damien. So the shinies you have are, in the Gen 4 remakes, are Shaman, Darkrai, Arceus, Giratina, Ho-Oh, Feebas, Beldum, Torchic. Wow, okay. So quite a few then. Quite a few. Very nice. Yeah, as I've said, I got to odds for my shiny Arceus hunt, or just above. I need to resume that. There are various other things I shiny hunted. I might have more shinies than that, to be honest. I was trying to do Poké Radar for Slackoth for a very long time, actually. I'll resume that at some point. I had this fun idea of doing, of using Weezing with shiny Weezing with neutralizing gas with shiny Slackoth in order to remove Truant while Weezing's on the field. In the Battle Tower in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Maybe I'll return to that quest at some point. You need to get some overtime at work to, yeah, pick up that Soul Silver. Yes, Rich. It'll be so worth it, though. Oh. Or, you know, work towards it for your birthday or Christmas or something like that, because you will have the best time. Oh, my goodness. I've been reminiscing a lot about Heart Gold Soul Silver, and, in fact, I was talking to Connor in the episode of the podcast that's going to drop tomorrow about Heart Gold Soul Silver, because he talks in the episode about the legendary beasts in Heart Gold Soul Silver, and just got me so nostalgic for encountering those roamers again. So cool that Generation 2 introduced that. So it'll be totally worth it, Rich. Thanks, Katie. Hopefully I do find a shiny soon. We shall have to see, shan't we? Oh, there's Chelsea. Right, Teresa? Yeah, having a good one. That's you on screen there. Yeah, loving it. Yeah. Thank you, Casey. Yes, I hope that I find a shiny too. My goodness gracious me. 1 in 8,192, more than 6 times over odds. Whew. You're enjoying watching. Oh, well, good, thanks, Katie. Well, I mean, there'll be far more streams. There'll be far more skits as well. 2 chances in a row. Would you look at that? I know that it's Fossil Week coming up soon. Can't believe it's another shiny hunting event. And I do love fossil Pokemon, so it'd feel wrong not to participate in that. But if we're still going for a Safari Zone shiny, then what are we going to do? I guess we'll just sort of alternate or something. But and also, am I really going to want to plunge straight into another week of shiny hunting events? After this Safari week, I'm not sure. So, all of this to say, hopefully you'll get that shiny very soon. And Fossil Pokemon, Katie, if you're not aware, you revive them from items that you find in-game. And yeah, they can be shiny or not. Your Omanyte, Kabuto, Aerodactyl, Pokemon like that. Very cool prehistoric Pokemon. Coolfish, Riolu, Gibble. Very cool. I can't remember the other one too. Shiny Heatran and Shiny Pearl. My goodness, Damien, incredible. You have been very disciplined with your shiny hunting. And, my word, has it paid off. I wonder if anyone has the shiny Manaphy in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. There was the event when the game's released. But the shininess is determined when you receive the egg, so you'd have to, like, I think you have to start a new game. Or maybe it's, yeah, you even have to start a new game over and over again. That'd be so cool. If someone's, the Manaphy they got from Mystery Gift was randomly shiny, no hunting. Can you imagine? Absolutely huge scenes. Oh, it should have been Heatran, I see. Wormseye, don't worry, Charlie. Be content in the knowledge that when I find the shiny, I'll be whisked straight into a museum for Fossil Week. Exactly, Wormseye. Exactly. Goodness. And I love museums. And I love fossils, as I've been saying. So, there are worse things. Absolutely. Just have to see if I'm up for it. And you got Dratini in Scarlet instead of Shining Pearl. Yes, your second shiny Dratini lives in Shining Pearl now. Cool. Nice, Damien. That's a good selection. That that was an incredible read. All of the shinies you found in BDSP. Shiny Lily from Shiny Hunting the Fossil. Nice. Very cool. That's the dream. Oh, reviving a shiny fossil. I would be made up. Hello, Geek of All Things. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? How has your Tuesday been? We're starting a little bit later tonight, but with no less enthusiasm. Who knows? Maybe that little change up in our routine is going to be exactly the jolt that we need in order to summon a shiny, which we'll have to find out. But very good to see you, Geek of All Things. How's your day been? Depending on which game, it could be Overworld Encounters. Yeah, sure, it could be Overworld Encounters. I'm not sure if they're sort of condoned in Fossil Week. I'll just have to check in with Kyle about that. But yeah, I was thinking about that. I was having a vague brainstorm of what targets I might go for Fossil Week, if I were to do it. And I think my provisional thoughts are probably Aerodactyl. I do like Lileep and Shieldon. At some point, I will shiny hunt for a Maura. I'm a huge fan of that line. But those three are what I'm thinking currently. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see if I would go for all three, or just sort of double up on one of them, or just go for two, you know. How about all of you? If you are taking part in Fossil Week, run by Quick Panic and Tales of Taylor. Very exciting. I'm very grateful to them for organising this for the community. A lot of fun. If you are taking part, or if you would be taking part, what fossils would you shiny hunt in Fossil Week? Pinsir Execute, not shiny here. Let me catch up on the chat. You're living vicariously through Lee. Shiny Nuzlocke, SS Run. Yes, of course. Experience for the first time. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Must be so exciting to see someone else playing through it, Rich. Knowing that soon you can play it through it yourself and set your own adventure. You're just going to do a standard playthrough, Rich? You know, some kind of Dream Team quest? What is going to be your approach to Soul Silver? But I'm so excited for you to get that game. An incredible game. Hello, Emerald. Yes, sorry for the lateness, my friend. One of those days. Tuesdays are always so busy as I get the podcast episode ready to go for the next day. But it's ready now. It's with Connor Hayward, who has so much experience behind the scenes. I'm really looking forward to you all hearing from Connor, getting that perspective. And so getting that ready, today's little safari comedy skit took perhaps slightly more editing than usual. And then various delays with dinner. But anyway, we're here now. So I'm sorry for the lateness. Sometimes life just happens, doesn't it? Sometimes life just gets in the way. But I'm glad you enjoyed the jumping jacks yesterday, Emerald. Yeah, they were good fun. I did what I could in the limited space I have here, but yeah, hopefully they have, taken effect overnight, and they're summoning a shiny today. Right. You have a Chimchar outbreak in the terrarium. Yeah, enjoy, Wormseye. Fantastic. What an outbreak. Very exciting. I hope you get that Chimchar soon. Hope it shines for you very soon, Wormseye. Do report back with your progress. In terms of first partner outbreaks, I've had a couple of Squirtle outbreaks at this point, and I found a shiny in none of them. And for one of those outbreaks, I got through like 3 sparkling power sandwiches for water, and still no shiny. So I hope that you have much better luck than I did, Wormseye. Oh, I see. So all of those Pokemon you can't find shiny in BDSP, Damien. Well, maybe that's for the best. Maybe because those hunts would be quite extraordinary. I say for the best. It would still be a really fun challenge, but yeah. I can see why they can't be found shiny, I guess is what I'm saying. Trying to get shiny Chimchar and Platinum. Of course you are, Geek of all things. How's that going? How many resets are you on now, Geek of all things? But, Wormseye, that hunt in Platinum for shiny Chimchar, not for you. Well, you enjoy your outbreak in the terrarium, my friend. A shiny Chimchar is a shiny Chimchar. You were surprised because Wally decides to Mega Evolve Altaria over Glade in the battle terrain. Why was that surprising, Damien? Your Mega Venusaur... Oh, right. You've literally explained immediately. Your Mega Venusaur didn't mind Sludge Bomb dealt with the Mega Altaria, but then he fainted to Glade. Yeah, why do you think the Mega Altaria was Mega Evolved instead? And given it ultimately worked out in Wally's favour anyway. Or did you ultimately win that battle? I think you said you ultimately won, actually. But, interesting. Mega Altaria, Dragon and Fairy, eh? What an interesting combination. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another Pokemon with that combination. Or maybe, with Megas hopefully returning in Pokemon Legends ZA. Or seemingly returning in Pokemon Legends ZA, I should say. We will get access, well, hopefully get access to Mega Altaria again, and that Dragon Fairy. Really interesting combination. Well, he has Mega Glade and Aurus. Yeah. Megas, eh? They're coming back. Which Mega are we most looking forward to seeing again, everyone? Which Mega are we most looking forward to seeing again? You just a standard playthrough to begin with. Only been back into Pokemon about 2 years now. Till recently you didn't know what a Dream Team quest was, and Nuzlocke's on for you. Fair enough, Rich. Fair enough. Maybe at some point. Maybe once you've reacclimatized yourself to Pokemon and you're more familiar with doing playthroughs, maybe then you'll take on a challenge run. But hey, you enjoy the game however you want to. And I think standard run through is probably the best idea for the first time on a new game. Do you have any targets that you will definitely want to have on your team? I realise you're not shiny hunting them, but any Pokemon you'll definitely want to have on your team, Rich, for that first playthrough of Soul Silver. First partner Pokemon still makes you laugh. Yeah, first partner Pokemon is the official term. And they are your first partner on your adventure. Pokemon Go, you found a few Electabuzz, Clauncher, and Wooper recently. Nice, Katie. Nice. Yeah, just as Katie and Damien have been doing. Do just hit me with facts about your day or things that are on your mind. All in the service of fun and chilling out, because always good to get your perspective on things, everyone. Mega Salamence you're looking forward to, Damien? Yep. That checks out. Mega Metagross, Jake. Of course. The 2 Generation 3 Powerhouse Pokemon already named top of the list for the Megas we're looking forward to. Unsurprising. Really want to use the Megas that we couldn't use in Kalos. It came out in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, let's see. That would be a seminal day, Emerald. Well, hello there, Giratina. And good evening, Azur. Good to see you. Thanks so much for your comment on the stream yesterday. It's a shame you missed it, but hey, you're here now. Thanks so much for being here. How are you doing, Azur? And how are you doing, Giratina? Good to see you for the first time in the chat. How have your Tuesdays been? Thank you for the love, everyone. And hey, Giratina, it's all good. You're here in the stream. We're having a good time. How has everyone's Tuesdays been? And also, what's your story? Are you both shiny hunters? Are you competitive players? Are you casual players? Would love to know what your take on Pokemon is. What brings you to the games? And if you've seen the little Safari comedy skits that I've been doing, then I hope you've been enjoying them. They've certainly been a blast to make and put out there. More than 50,000 encounters, no shiny. Is it going to change tonight? I'm glad that we've broken 50,000. That's quite cool. I am now hoping that we find a shiny ASAP. We've broken 50,000. Let's just nip this in the bud now, get a shiny. I would be thrilled. Hello, Casey. Good to see you, my friend. Very well, thanks. A bit late starting stream today because it's been quite the hectic day. Got the next episode of the podcast coming out tomorrow, of course. Tuesdays are always a little bit busy for that reason. But we're here now, and we're shiny hunting. And it's been a fulfilling day, don't get me wrong. It's been a good day. Just very, very busy. How about you, Casey? How are you doing? How is your Tuesday going? You want to battle the Crazy Silhouette Giratina Origin in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? The Silhouette Giratina, yes. I remember the Giratina battle in Pokemon Legends Arceus, or 2 of them. That was crazy. That final battle sequence, because there were quite a few in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So tough. So tough. It'd be hard to Nuzlocke that, because that battle in itself could just be a run-ender. But yeah, I certainly remember in Legends Arceus using multiple revives, potions and things. I like to reapproach it and challenge myself not to do that. Also because I wanted to use a shiny team that maybe I hadn't trained up in the best possible way. So I didn't really approach the battle properly, so to speak. So I hope one day to be able to do that. But it's very good to see you, Giratina and Azure. Let me know if you're shiny hunters, competitive players, casual players, or what have you. And how's your Tuesday going? Thanks so much for hopping into the chat as well. You feared darkness away, Damien. Well, by turning on the light. We'll have to see. You're doing great, Casey. Good. Tuesdays are always for tacos. Taco Tuesday. Tacos are good, so Tuesday is good. It's sound logic, Casey. It's sound logic. Hope you enjoyed / are enjoying / will enjoy your tacos, Casey. I remember Taco Tuesday from the Lego Movie. What a fun film. Did we enjoy the Lego Movie in the chat? Oh, I thought it was great. I thought it was very clever. You're on the sub 55,000 dream team, so let's get this little shiny monster today. Thank you, Casey. Thanks for the positive vibes. Always good to hear. Yeah, I really hope that we get the shiny. Having reached 50,000, which is quite cool, I really hope that we get the shiny ASAP. Part of it might be, of course, that my streams don't tend to go on for too long. Like 4 hours maximum, normally 3 hours. I mean, it shouldn't really make a difference. The odds are the same for however long you're playing. Another Chansey. Lots of Taurus and Fire Red. Relatively quite a few Chansey in Leaf Green. And I'd be thrilled with either of those finds. But yeah, maybe streaming for longer would help. Again, it shouldn't make a difference, but who knows? Who knows? You're having some bad luck in the Friend Safari over 3 or 4 hours. Wow, Emerald. Well, I hope that you find a shiny in the Friend Safari very soon, Emerald. You and me together. We got each other. Let's get these shinies. Let's not skip them, ideally. You enjoyed the Lego Movie, Emerald. You've never seen it, KT. Worth it. I'm telling you. Beefy. Chazingdra. Oh, hello. Love it. Really enjoyed the way you play with your introductions, Beefy. I'm sorry I haven't yet watched your sketch that you posted in the Discord community. I'm looking forward to watching that. Tuesdays are always insanely busy because of releasing podcast episodes on Wednesdays. So I'll get around to that when I can, Beefy. But again, appreciate you sharing it. And how are you doing? How is your Tuesday going? If you want to be a member of the Discord community, the link is below. Chazingdra's Chocolate Factory. We're going to hang out, talk about Pokemon. Competitive, casual, shinies, whatever you would like to out of the Pokemon video games. Or otherwise, trivia, you know, get on in there. And if you're enjoying the stream, please do like and subscribe. That would mean a huge amount. And as always, so useful. So I'd appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. So, if you're tuning in for the first time, our targets are in Emerald Ledibur, in Leaf Green Pinsir, in Fire Red Kangaskhan or Tauros, and in Soul Silver Larvitar. We can't choose what shines. But that's what we're going for, and of course we are more than 50,000 encounters into Safari Week now. I say week, it's more like Safari Month. Just hoping that we find a shiny at some point. You know when you start to doubt that shinies exist even though you found them before? Yeah, that's where we are. That's where my headspace is right now. But all of you help the streams go so fast and make sure that they're a lot of fun. So thank you, everyone. And we will be getting on to some Pokemon Cry impersonations at some point tonight. Maybe soon. We'll just have to see. But very much appreciate you all being here. So thank you so much for keeping me company. Let's have a fun time. Getting yourself some tacos now for lunch, Casey. Southwest of the US, you have a bunch of burrito shops, and you can never go wrong with some rolled tacos from one of these places. I see. Interesting. I've been to the US a few times. In the Southwest, I'm not sure if I've been. But yeah, would love to try authentic tacos, for sure. Or at least the tacos that you have there, Casey. Sound fantastic. Hello, Jack. Good to see you. How are you doing? How has your Tuesday been? Yep, doing well, thanks. Still in disbelief that we don't have a shiny yet. But we've just got to keep going, haven't we? That's the only way to rectify that. Keep going until we find a shiny. Having a good time, though, making silly comedy videos. So, you know, turning it into a positive. It's all a positive anyway, because it's been wonderful to create a little Chazingdra community, the Merri folk, thanks to doing these streams. Thanks to starting these Safari Week streams on my first ever streams. So yeah, quite a journey that we've been on. Safari Week started June 21st, and it's now July 23rd. Cannot believe I'm saying that. So the short answer is, Jack, I'm very well. How are you? Of course, Beefy, I will. I'll watch whenever I can. Tuesday, good. You're about to head home. Show is coming to town for dinner tonight. Nice. My Tuesday, thanks for asking, Beefy. Good, yeah. Busy. Tuesday tends to be my busiest day of the week because of releasing podcast episodes on Wednesday. And today's Safari skit took maybe slightly longer to edit than normal. Plus, there were delays with dinner. But so we started stream slightly late, but we're here now. Everything in order. And hoping to find that shiny. So it's been a fulfilling day, just a very busy one. But busy is good. Busy is good. You still want to get a Japanese white too, Damien. Why specifically that one? Oh, but that sounds like a lot of fun. Trying to get the energy to start writing a YouTube video script. Oh, cool. So are you starting to create content yourself now, Jack? That's very exciting. What is this script going to be on, Jack? And I'm sure you're very good at that. You're a funny guy. You have a very natural way with words, natural way about you, so I'm sure that would be brilliant. But yeah, what are you going to write a script on? I hope that you get that inspiration tonight, my friend Jack. Had some fantastic tacos in Dublin last weekend, Rich. Felt very authentic and super tasty. In Dublin. Cool. Maybe in the UK we'll have some authentic taco places, or at least nearer where I live too. That'll be good. But yeah, what a find out, Rich, in Dublin. Glad you had some tasty tacos. Nice to see people reuniting in the chat. Beefy and Rich. James, cheers, my friend. Thank you. How are you doing? I hope your Tuesday's been very good. Yeah. Gotta keep going. It's crazy, isn't it? Sorry if that clap was a bit loud for you, everyone. More than 50,000 encounters. In fact, now approaching 50.5k encounters. But appreciate you hopping into the chat as always, James. So thank you so much. And yes, how's your day going? I have Japanese black, white, and black too. I see. Yeah, you want to complete that quartet, Damien. Understandable, understandable. You're doing a huge video, which will probably come out 4 months from now-ish. I didn't see your tweet about it, Jack, actually, no. So sorry about that, yeah, I'm not aware what the video is. But, yeah, those big projects... It's going to feel so good once you get it out, Jack. Even the smallest videos on YouTube can feel like they take forever to get out. Like Bologna, or Bavlogna, the vlog of Bologna that I released on Friday. That was only 15 minutes. And I would have loved to have got it out sooner after the event. But, you know, life just gets in the way, Jack. Another Chansey in Leaf Green. So, I hope that progress on your video is as swift as it can be, and I hope you enjoy the process, because as today's Safari skit showed, it's about the journey, not the destination. Hope you have a fun time writing the script and everything, Jack. Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you, Damien. Thanks for sending that. I'm sorry I haven't watched it yet. Again, just Tuesdays are super busy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to taking a look at that. I appreciate you sending it along, because that sounds like a video that's right up my street. So thanks, Damien. I'll get around to that when I can, as soon as I can. Have I been to Nashville? Oh my goodness, likely you were there at the same restaurant at the same time. How did you discover that, Beefy? That's incredible. How did you come to that realization? I've never been to Nashville, no. Actually, I would love to. Nashville sounds wonderful. There are so many places in America I'd love to experience going to, but not Nashville. But yeah, how did you realize that you were in the same restaurant at the same time? You asked people to give you a Pokemon to name after them. 170 people responded. Having said that, you'd love to name one after me. Oh, well, thanks, Jack. By all means, go ahead. I'd love to see what you come up with. A Pokemon named after them, as in you sort of turn their name into a Pokemon-sounding name? Or Pokemon to name after them? Yeah, not quite clear on what you mean by that, Jack. But please do. Is there anything I need to provide you with in order to come up with a Pokemon to name after me? But I'm glad you got so many responses. That's exciting. Sounds like there's going to be a lot of interest in this video when it drops. So that's brilliant, Jack. Hattie bees. In all of this Nashville talk. I'm not aware. Northeast of England is devoid of... Oh, I see. Okay, so you're wanting some different cuisines up in the northeast of England. Rich. Well, yeah. Hope that you get that experience soon. My favourite cuisine is probably... There are so many I like. But my favourite overall, probably Japanese. And I think my favourite food overall is sashimi. I just love that fresh, tender fish. It would be very rare that I wouldn't want to have sashimi. I love sushi too. But for me, sashimi just has the edge, I think. How about you, Rich? What's your favourite cuisine? And everyone else in chat, what's everyone's favourite cuisine? Try your best. Exactly. Once you get started, it'll flow nicely. It's just getting your foot through the door. Yeah, exactly. Starting is always the most difficult part of most things, Jack. So yeah, just go for it. Make a start. And then everything will flow from there, as you say. I believe. Pokemon to name Chazingdra. Oh, I see. Okay, sure. You have 200 Pokemon available. Yeah, by all means. Do drop me a link. Are these Pokemon that you've designed yourself, Jack? Or are these existing Pokemon? Or yeah, sounds amazing. Please do drop me a link. I'd love to be involved. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, drop me a message. You could hop into the Discord community below. You could find me on X or something like that. Around the time you would have been, you were in Nashville frequently, playing pretty much every other weekend. You ate at that restaurant you mentioned, going to every time you were there. Oh, wow, okay. Incredible. What a coincidence, Beefy. That's amazing. Maybe you even passed each other. Maybe you saw each other. But hopefully you get to cross paths with Lee again. Hopefully we get to cross paths at some point, Beefy. I would love that. And with everyone here, in the community, in the Merri folk, hope to, cross paths with you in real life soon. Or at some point. You were there as well. Oh, wow. And you can get some spicy, spicy dishes there too. My contact lenses are slightly playing up. This sunken Is this Sunkern shiny? I don't think it is. My contact lenses are not playing along. I'm just going to throw a Spherical in case, you know. Just in case. Okay, well, we called it. Was it shiny? No, sorry, I missed that one, everyone. Here's where we find out. No, I don't think it is. No. Oh well. That was fun to dream. At least we called it just in case. At least we did a test capture. Right, let's run away. It's also time to de-hat. Oh, sorry, Tanda Mouse. Not my Tanda Mouse over. De-jacket. And let's focus here. Alright. Okay. You were there as well, Wormseye. Incredible stuff. Pokemon does kind of make it a small world, doesn't it? Travelling for all these events, we're bound to cross paths with all sorts of people in the community without realising. You're all about music at the time, Beefy. And clearly still have that passion for music, which is great. At least you've discovered VGC now. Italian food is for you, Jake. Yeah, I mean, I love Italian food, don't get me wrong. And you are Italian. So I've got that bias, but hey. I love the Italian... I'll talk about this in Bavlonia, actually. The whole Italian philosophy around food and how fresh everything is. The climate's just right for incredible produce there. So I'm with you there, Jake. You order all cuisines. Chicken teriyaki Japanese is generally your go-to flavour, Jack. Nice. I agree with that. I support that. Sashimi, you're a fan too, Beefy. You go for Japanese by default. Oh, cool. Great. Well, maybe we'll cross paths in a Japanese restaurant at some point, Beefy, without realising it. Except we will realise it. Unlike with you and Lee, given how long ago that was. Italian for you, Wormseye. As well, an excellent choice. And it's existing Pokemon Jack. Yeah, please shoot me a DM or hop into the Discord. Link below. If anyone else wants to join the Discord community, Chazingdra Chocolate Factory, it'd be a pleasure to see you there. It's linked below. Yeah, do join, Jack. Would be fantastic to see you there, my friend. So many stories to tell from that one Hattie B visit. Sounds like quite the event. I'm going to have to talk to Lee about this. Get filled in on all this coincidental crossing of paths and meetings. Thanks for sending over the link, Jack. I will let you know. Not much of a fish fan, Rich, but you do like to try new things. If you went to Japan, you'd have to try sashimi and authentic sushi. Your favourite is tough choice, Mexican or Thai. Both good options, Rich. And yes, trying the authentic cuisine whenever you're in a new place. Very important, very important. I remember being in Japan with a group and, in fact... Yeah, we set ourselves the challenge of going somewhere for dinner where they didn't speak any English because we wanted the authentic experience. And it was amazing. It was amazing. So yeah, I recommend going for the authentic food experience whenever you're in a new place. Because probably... your taste buds will have their horizons broadened. And of course, be careful when exploring a new place if you don't speak the language. More Hattie B's chat. Video project is going to be you soloing every single trainer in Scarlet. Oh wow, 310. Everyone who chooses Pokemon will be able to solo one fight in the game. That's a lot of fun, Jack. That's a lot of fun. How did you come up with this idea? This is so cool. And have you released videos before now? Or will this be your debut? Because it's quite a strong debut. If so, good for you. Oops. Okay, I think that's a bit better. Okay. Anyway. Azra the Pichu to get some battles in. A lot of fun. Such a cool project, Jack. You want to head to Nashville? Try a Hattie B's. On your to-do list, you're heading to the States for the first time in November, but you're going to Ohio. Cool, Rich. How come you're going to Ohio? Of the fresh and simple philosophy. Exactly, for Italy. You and your partner took on an allotment. Oh, nice. That sounds great. I'd love to have an allotment one day. Growing your own produce. Producing fresh meals. That sounds great, Rich. How exciting. Indian food needs to get a quick shout out. Agreed. Thank you for providing that for us, Jake. Thank you for making sure that Indian food didn't go wanting. You watched 3 Pokemon streamers? Oh, right. Well, I'm honoured to be one of them, Beefy. Thank you so much for being a part of the community. You're so welcome. You're a very valued member of the Merri folk. Even though you're a Pokemon fan... Oh, wow. You don't go for the Pokemon stuff, you come for the vibes. Oh, well. That's a wonderful thing to hear. Thank you so much, Beefy. I'm so pleased that you enjoy. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I think shiny hunting, if you're just playing the game, is the same on any game. You'll find different targets, but the act of shiny hunting is the same. The person who's doing it provides what makes each shiny hunting stream distinct, so I'm glad that you enjoy what this channel's all about, Beefy. That's great to hear. So thank you, Beefy. Chillness in the conversation, nice and relaxing during a hectic life, so thank you. Wow! What a kind message. Thank you so much, Beefy. That means a huge amount. Yeah, well, that's what I aim to do. Aim to provide a little island. So everyone's very welcome to chill out here. Glad I can make your day merry. Thanks so much, Beefy. I will remember that message. That's very kind of you. You did YouTube videos around 14 years ago. Wow. Made around 100. Call of Duty or Mario Kart gameplay. Fun, Jack. Oh, I didn't realise that. Interesting. Sounds like a lot of fun. And a lot of streaming too, so you have experience. Cool. It's nice that you're getting back into it, Jack. I hope you're finding motivation doing that. I hope you're enjoying it a lot. And Sean, hello there. Good to see you again, Sean. How are you doing? As you can see, we're still in the Safari Zone. We're more than 50,000 encounters in. Surely, that shine is coming soon. Would love it to. Hopefully you're bringing the shiny luck, Sean. How are you doing? How was your Tuesday? Good to see you, my friend. Video will be on a fresh channel. First video we've done in 13 years. Nice, Jack. Good luck for the return. The triumphant return, I'm sure. Good luck with the edit. Have a lot of fun with that. And I'm glad that you are making that return. You're going for work to Ohio, Rich. Nice. Okay. 3-week course. Oh, nice. 3 weeks. That's a good amount of time. Hope you're really looking forward to that. So excited for you. Ohio. I've never been. These sun cones are really tripping me out. As are my contact lenses. No, it's not. You agree on the good vibes. Oh, thanks, Rich. Thank you. Very kind of you. Thrilled that you enjoy. Sean's son popping up in the stream. That's right, Beefy. Everyone reconnecting in the stream. It's very good to see. Beefiest guy around. Beefy Heafy. Absolutely. Yep, 50,000 is a lot, isn't it? Yeah, I guess I did implicitly sign up for this. But I assumed we'd just be finding a shiny in Safari Week. Or 2. But 0 so far? Wow. Doing okay, Sean? Good. Just had a bit of a tilting ladder and stream session. Ah, okay. Yeah. Nice to just chill out after a tilting session, feeling like you weren't playing your best, things didn't go your way. Oh well, that happens sometimes. It's the nature of any game. I know that whenever I play competitive, I will have to end the evening on doing something a bit more chill, you know? Because it doesn't feel like I'm truly relaxing if I'm just playing competitive. So yeah. Good to see you here, good to see you chilling, Sean. That's important. And you agree, truer words are never spoken. Yeah, very important. To end the day with something chill. Closed team sheet laddering, yeah, it's a challenge, isn't it, Jack? But sometimes coming in with a crazy best-of-1 closed team sheet team is a lot of fun. And when those global challenges come around, oh yeah. I loved running Chazingdra in the first global challenge this year. Oh, my black Game Boy is not that visible, is it? There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, Chazingdra with... It also had a Roaring Moon on the team with Dragon Cheer. To activate Chazingdra, Sniper, holding a scope lens, guarantee critical hits. Draco Meteor, you just hit through the attack drops, the special attack drops. It was so much fun. But definitely a best-of-1 closed team sheet kind of team. I went 11 wins, 4 losses on day 1, which I was really pleased with. And then the rest of it didn't go my way, as is often the way with global challenges, but oh well. We had a good time. Pretty successful sandwich for Chimchar. You got 3 with 1 having a mart. Oh my goodness, Wormseye. That's amazing. That's the dream. And what was the mart that you found? Glad that you had such a good fire sandwich. Excellent. Glad I'm purveying the shiny luck still. Many a shiny has been found during my streams, just not by me. But I'm glad that... very glad that you found 3. And 1 with the mark. Incredible. Hoping that on the trip you'll get the Tauros that's eluding you in Pokemon Go for the first 151. Ooh, wow. Is that the only one you need, Rich? That's amazing if so. Good effort, my friend. Do you get anything in particular for, like, completing the Kanto Pokedex, for example, in Pokemon Go and so on? I've never known. But yeah, that'd be very cool if you did get that Tauros, Rich. Oh, really, Jack? So you're not enjoying terrestrializing so much in terms of competitive? Interesting to hear. I'm a big fan of what terrestrializing has brought to the game. But who knows what new mechanics are on the horizon. You love Mario Kart Emerald? Yes. Mario Kart Wii is the one I'm most familiar with. Oh, so much time spent on Mario Kart. Which character did we all race as on Mario Kart Wii? For me, or in any of the Mario Karts. For me, it was Bowser. '100th in the Regulation C Global Challenge with the most bog standard Palafin, Arcanine, and Moongus, and you loved it. A very strong team at the time, Jack. Very strong team at the time. 100th. Nice. So you got championship points from that. I guess. Right, Jack? But yeah, they're very fun. They're very fun. Although, there's always that gamble, isn't it, of like, all that risk of, do I do another one? I'm on a win streak. Do I try and better it, or do I leave it there? Decisions. You just lost to Dragon Cheer, Giratina, Sean. Oh, wow, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for reawakening those, that frustrating memory, Sean. Dragon Cheer, Giratina. Wow. That's fun. Fun to hear about, less fun to play against, I'm sure, Sean. But sorry to remind you of that. Kindra uses... Hey, Jack. Of course, I get my comeuppance when the Draco Meteor doesn't hit. And, you know, that happened more than I would have liked, so... It balances out, Jack. Coaching on me and Xiao. Sean. Coaching, what an interesting move. Me and Xiao really picking up in usage. Or at least it was around Bologna. I wonder if it still is now. This is the thing, we don't know because there haven't been any events since the North American International Championships. No more majors until Worlds now. They're really interesting move coaching. Chimchar the Giddy, that's a great one. Giddy. Nice. What a great mark, Wamsai. Well, the excited mark, as you believe it's called. That's cool. What a great mark that is. What a positive thing. You get a shiny metal. Sorry, Jake, what's that in reference to? Difficult to recall with all the chat that's going on what that shiny metal refers to. Terry, it's fantastic in open team sheep non-club. I see what you mean, Jack. I see what you mean. Hey. I'm glad that we have multiple ways of playing the game. You get a shiny... Oh, I see. Oh, I see. You're talking about Pokemon Go and completing the Kanto Dex. Right. Melmetal or Meltan. I see. Shiny Mew when you've got the first 151. Wow. Taurus is the only one outstanding to complete that. Wow, okay. Is there anyone you can trade with for that Tauros, Rich? That's very exciting. You're on the cusp of something amazing there, Rich. Yeah, fingers crossed indeed. Good luck to you. Pastor driving home in the rain. So you'll be out of the chat, but you're still here listening thanks to... Okay then, great, Beefy. Good luck for the drive. Sorry to hear that it's raining, but I hope it's quite calming Hope it's quite soothing. Listen to that rain outside the window when you drive. Have a good journey, and we'll be here, talking away. Streaming away. You'll hear if we find a shiny. Correction, when we find a shiny. Smeargle. More than me and Chow, or greater than? Sean, in terms of appearances that you're coming across in Regulation Set G. Very good. Full support. Covert Cloak Calyrex, Smeargle, found on ladder before your NAIC, consequently picked up by Edu. Covert Cloak Calyrex and Smeargle. Interesting. I can't wait to see what goes down at Worlds. To see, yeah, what people have been cooking up, because the lid has been on, so to speak. We have no idea. Very exciting. Worlds will be an interesting watch. Not much of a VG player, but you do enjoy watching. Good, yes. I'm glad that you find the streams interesting as someone who isn't such a competitive player. Because that's the ideal. Want to get as many people enjoying the action as possible, whether they actually play themselves or not. I certainly make it one of my missions as a caster to make it accessible for everyone. And engaging and exciting no matter the skill level of the audience. Because you need both. You need someone to do the in-depth analysis, and you need someone to make it all digestible for everyone. Don't have a big Go community around you, Rich. I see. Catch your own. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you're so close. Just find a Tauros to claim as your own rather than trading with anyone. Sounds good, Rich. Smeargle is such an interesting Pokemon, isn't it, with Sketch? Meaning it's able to learn any move. A lot of potential with Smeargle. I love the Decorate variants as well. Move that boosts the attack and special attacks. By 2 stages of its ally Pokemon on the field. And yes, of course, Jake there alluding to Smeargle. Able to sketch Dark Void, which hits both Pokemon on the opposing side. If it connects, it's not 100% accurate, and then puts them to sleep. So very powerful indeed. Hello, Toasted. Good to see you. Glad you're able to join a bit earlier tonight, Toasted. Having missed out yesterday, how has your Tuesday been? Good to see you, my friend. You're just in time for some Pokemon Cry impersonations. Let's do it, everyone. It's time. Now, does someone want to suggest a Pokemon Cry for me to do, or shall I do one for everyone to guess? Maybe I'll do one for everyone to guess to get things kicked off. I love that we found this as a thing that we can do on stream on Friday. Perhaps it will become my legacy as a content creator and streamer. But let's do this. So, a Pokemon Cry for you all. Oh, Smeargle. Smeargle's a really interesting one. Good one, Jake. That's essentially it, isn't it? How do we rate that Smeargle? It's a very simple cry. Glad you appreciate it, Jake. Smiley face. Alright, so that's Smiggle. 3 out of 5. Ooh, wow, okay. Maybe it sounds better in my head than it does on in reality. But 3 out of 5. Alright. Now... Pokemon cries you're always shooting at a bad time. No, Toasted, it's good fun. We are... I'll do a cry and then everyone guesses it. And then the winner gets to suggest one for me to do. It's all very chill. Okay, let me think of one. Alright, here's one. Who's that? And this in the background, just perfect trying to write the script. Perfect amount of chill. Oh, good, Jack. Might be a bit less chill doing Pokemon Cry impersonations, but maybe it'll help the creative juices flow. I don't know. But I'm glad that it's... you're finding it conducive so far. So, which Pokemon is this, everyone? Oh, these Sunkern. No, it's not. Electabuzz Beefy, got it in one. Congratulations. Very nice. Electabuzz. So not Arbeliever, Jake. Arbeliever. Trying to remember Arbeliever's cry. Oops, didn't mean to get closer to you there, Teddy Ursa. Ah, it fled. Here are another 25,000 counts when I find a shiny. No, Jack. No, Jack. Less of that negativity towards finding a shiny. Thank you. It's coming soon. It's got to come soon. I don't know all of the cries, Jack. I do have to remind myself of some of them. But, you know, been many years playing Pokemon. Build up an index of Pokemon cries in my head. As I'm sure many people have. Some of these people know them off the rip. It's wild. I'm sure you know more than you realise. Jack and Jake. Day 39 gonna go crazy. Jack, stop, please! I'd really love to stream. There are so many other ideas of things I want to stream. My Silver Dream Team quest. Shining Pearl solo run with Letty Ann. Competitive Pokemon. All sorts. But we've got to find a shiny first. We're approaching 51,000 now, everyone. So, surely it's coming soon. More than 6 times over odds. Who knows? Can happen at any time. Completely random. Let's suppose one of your faves, Beefy. Yeah, understandable. Well, you got it very swiftly. So, Beefy, it's time for you to suggest a cry for me to do. And congratulations again, that was very swiftly done. A Soul Link Nuzlocke, oh yeah! That could be fun. I'd like to look more into Soul Links. Hello, Sam. Good to see you. How are you doing? How has your Tuesday been, Sam? Always a pleasure to see you here. Jack gets your suggestion, Beefy. Okay. Gen 1 and 2 cries are very familiar. You can never recognise the exact Pokemon. Okay, Toasted. Well, let's put that to the test. I think it's an interesting one for people to examine. How well they do know the cries. Because again, I think subconsciously, far better than we all realise. Mega Beedrill. Do the Megas have different cries? I don't think they do. But I will do Beedrill for you. It's actually kind of similar to Smeargle. Let me just try and remember. It's like a low buzzing. Makes sense. It's a bee/wasp. Whereas Smeargle is like... It's a bit quicker. Beedrill is... It's a lower drone, but then gets a bit higher. That's what I'd say for Beedrill. Or is Butterfree? What's Butterfree? I think it's just sort of a slower, slightly grander version of Caterpies. Which is like... Dee-da, dee-da. Most people do not pick up these cries while they're playing. Okay, Jack. Well, that's interesting to hear. That's interesting to hear. I think they do a bit, right? What are everyone else's opinions on this? Do you pick up the Pokemon cries when you play through the game? Do you have any recollection of them, or... Oh no, I know that Toasted finds the Gens 1 and 2 cries very familiar. Interested to get people's opinions on this. A very cool case, but a specific case nonetheless. Intriguing, Jack, intriguing. Must be a Pokemon Cry beatboxer out there. Well, Toasted, if there isn't... I can aim for it. I can aim for it. That's an interesting idea, Toasted. Cricketunes. Yes, well... Stored up in your little brain. I'm sure it's a big brain, Jack. Hey, don't do yourself a disservice. You pick up on an emerald? Good. Yeah, good, okay. I expected as much. Recognize Gen 1 cries if someone played them for you. Okay. Well, let's do another Gen 1, shall we? As we reset Fire Red here. Now, I can't recall all of them, but let's see what I can recall. Oh, yeah. That might be quite a simple one. Who's that Pokemon? People bring up cries of Pokemon quite a bit. Yeah, endless source of discussion, really, Pokemon cries. It's not Gigantamax Meowth, Jake. Gigantamax Meowth. That's a good guess, though. Because it does sound a bit like Meowth's cry, just lower. But it's not Gigantamax Meowth. It's also not Bulbasaur, Casey. It is Oddish Emerald. Congratulations. Very good. Bow. Bow. More like that second one. Bow. Good job, Emerald. Okay, you get to suggest one. Bulbasaur's like... Wow, what was that? Oh, Bulbasaur's a very hard one to replicate. Bulbasaur. Yeah, tough. I need to remind myself of that. You have your guess pre-typed before I make the noise. Well, there we go, Jake. I back you to know a cry at some point. I really do. So yeah, not Kingler Emerald, but it is oddish. So, oh, you're suggesting one for me to do. Kingler. Yeah, okay. So, Krabby is like... Boom, 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 boom. That's a fairly straightforward one, Krabby. Boom, 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 boom. Kingler is like... Boom, 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 boom. It's just slightly... Well, an evolved version of that. Makes sense. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, like that. Boom, 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 boom. We vibing on that for Kingler and Krabby? Impression of the shiny sound. You can hear the crabs in your head, Jake. Well, there we go. I've got quite a story with, I've got a connection to Krabby and Kingler. Jazza, who's sometimes in the chat, he and I, when we were younger, because we were school friends, we did a online name all the original Pokemon quiz. We got 149, and we watched that timer tick down as we just couldn't remember the final two. And they were Krabby and Kingler. And then later on, we challenged ourselves, no online quiz, just we challenged ourselves to name all of the Disney films. All of the Disney, specifically the animations. All of the Disney cartoons. We stayed up, it was a sleepover, this is obviously when we were much younger, we stayed up for quite a while trying to name them. And then was dropped back home the next day after the sleepover. My brother opens the door and we say, oh yeah, we think we've named all of the Disney animations. And my brother immediately goes, oh, did you get Treasure Planet? And no, we did not get Treasure Planet. It must have been the only one we didn't get. And so, from that day forward, Jazza and I have signed cards to each other with Krabby, Kingler, Treasure Planet. So, that's my little Krabby Kingler story. And I've never forgot Krabby and Kingler since when I've been doing one of those quizzes. Love those crabs emeralds. Always interrupt yourself to do Jinx or Executor. I know what you mean, yeah, because they sort of play twice, don't they? Jinx is like bam, bam, bam. Well, no, actually that's more like Executor. Jinx is like beep, 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 beep. Executor is like bam, 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 bam. I've seen Disney films, Emerald, yes. Not all of them, but yeah, for sure. Love Disney animations. Any advice how to get into casting, Sean? Cutting through the whittering that's going on here with Pokemon Cries. And Jack, I will come back to your shiny impression noise. Or shiny noise impression question. I would say, Sean, it's a good question. I think, first of all, you want to build up your skills, right? So what I'd suggest in the first instance is you can do some practice by yourself, of course. You take any game, mute it, try speaking your casting over the top. Ideally, then record it as well so that you can listen back and see what you think. That's the best way to find places to improve. Recording it and listening back. And then, if you know of, like, small, local streams, sometimes just online things, you can offer your services around as a caster. You could try and get involved in UKIT, maybe. And again, just to build up your practice. And then when you feel like you've built up some skills, then you go from there, really. You can... I wouldn't be surprised if through doing that, you know, you meet other people who need casters and so on. Then you could try and get involved in your local scene, maybe, if they want to stream events, etc. And then, yeah, try and build it up from there. But yeah, there's no shortcut, really. It's just got to be putting the practice in. And then taking steps when you feel ready to do them. I would say, Sean. That's my initial advice. But yeah, good question. You've seen a good amount of Disney animations, not all of them either. Sure, you could get... Ooh, 140 out of 151 on a Gen 1 Cry Test, Beefy. That's impressive. I reckon I could 100% it. I'm back myself. Maybe one of those quizzes exists online. That's impressive. 140 out of 151. That would be great. Sounds too much like a higher-pitched Elvis to be a caster. Wow, what a description of your voice, Beefy. Of course, I've never heard it. I will hear it when I watch that sketch that you've put in the Discord community. And please do, by the way, everyone, like the stream if you're enjoying it, and do subscribe too. All those things really do go a hugely long way. Got my Discord community link below, Chazingra's Chocolate Factory. Please do hop in there if you want to hang out off stream, share Shinies, competitive thoughts, casual thoughts, trivia about Pokemon or otherwise. We're just here to learn more about the Pokemon games, here to learn more about the world in that Discord community, so it will be a pleasure to see you there. All my socials linked below as well if you want to have a follow. Check out all of the Safari comedy skits that I've been doing for Safari Week, getting on to Safari Month now. Got the next episode of the podcast dropping tomorrow, Chazingdra Chats episode 16 with Connor Hayward, someone who has a lot of experience behind the scenes on various streams. Excited for you all to hear that perspective, so do check that out tomorrow. It drops overnight on the audio apps and 3 p.m. UK time on YouTube. Released Bologna, my vlog of the Bologna special event early in June, because I am a competitive Pokemon caster, commentator and host. Check that out on the channel too, as well as the other events that I've vlogged. Got plenty more streams that I'd like to move on to after Safari Week once we find a shiny. But it would feel wrong, we're so deep now into the encounters, not to leave without finding a shiny. And we're about to hit 51,000 encounters, everybody. But for now, just sit back and enjoy the stream. I very much appreciate you all being here. Whether you're a new face or a familiar face, you're very welcome here. And I hope I can make your day merry. Because I am Charlie Merriman, merry by name, merry by nature. So, high-pitched Elvis, Beefy. I'm now trying to picture this. That sounds like a great voice, my friend, to be honest. Oops, didn't mean to creep closer to you, Apom. Alright. So, Sean, I can't really go into details, but when Worlds was in London in 2022, I went as a spectator. I met a couple of the people behind Victory Road. I wanted to give casting a go. I sort of auditioned for them, and then it went from there. And we're going to break 51,000 encounters. Look at that! 51,003. And we keep going. Video idea for me, Pokemon Cry quizzes. Yes. Yes, I'm happy to lean into that niche for sure. Sure to impress everyone. Well, that's very kind of you, Jack. Yeah, as I say, I'm... If that is to be one of my niches, then I'm happy to lean in. If it's a multiple choice Pokemon Cry quiz, you'll 100% it. Yeah, Beefy. No, I back you for that. I have uploaded some Pokemon Cry sounds, Emerald, that's true. Did a little compilation of some of the cries from Friday's stream. So yeah, it'll go from there. Safari month will be Safari year. Emerald, hey. Less of that. Goodness, it is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We're having a good time. You downplay your accent quite a bit. Oh, okay. 1 or 2 of the 6 or 7 skits in the Discord. 6 or 7. Pretty prolific. Nice. Good that you got those comedy creative juices flowing. Beefy. Exciting. You're channeling through most of the video. I'll look out for that. Green DS kind of cut off. Yes, it is, isn't it? Jake. Oh, you say never mind, you lied, but I see what you mean. I think we can just about see enough, though, on the Green DS. There's a Miltank on Emerald. We tend to find quite a lot of Miltank on Emerald. Halfway there, Jack. Cheeky. The shiny can come at any time. I mean, Luke told me the other day that around 30,000 encounters, there was a 2% chance of me not finding a shiny. So, I mean, we are standing in the odds right now. We are... The chance of not finding a shiny greatly outweighs the chances of finding a shiny at this point. Even though it's totally random, there's nothing... We're not upping the shiny odds at all. We can't. In the Safari Zone. We're just upping the encounter rate with Illuminate and White Flute. Absol is very good at Pokemon Cries. Interesting. Maybe Absol and I will have to have a Pokemon Cry showdown. Pokemon Cry competition. Jake. This is good to know. This is good to know. Sorry, Decade Beefy. Please, please. This has got to stop, Beefy. Quick panic. Hello, sir. Going to 51k solely for content is crazy. Yeah. 51. I saw your comment, Quick, on my on the post I did last night. I'm sorry I haven't got back to it yet. Tuesdays are always mad busy because I release podcast episodes on Wednesdays. But yeah, I can't believe I've surpassed your longest hunt. That is crazy. I was going to ask you actually how long it took to get that Regirock that you were hunting for in Generation 8. Obviously, the resets are much longer than the encounters are in the Safari Zone, so... Also, you'll be pleased to know I do now have White Flute and Illuminate in Generation 3. All of the Generation 3 games, so it's helping, but we still haven't found a shiny. How are you doing, Quick? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. Good to see you again. How does it feel to be free of Safari Week? I bet it feels incredible. Zelda, you're so good. You don't believe this is actually Charlie, not AI. Hey, Jake. Hey, I got news for you, buddy. These Pokemon Cries, they're coming from the authentic source. Coming from Chazingdra. Quick, if you want to suggest a Pokemon Cry for me to do, which is apparently something I do on streams now, then please do. Regirock was 22,571, but yeah, that's true. That is 4096 odds. So multiply that by 2, and that's still fewer encounters than I'm on. Electron Hot Gold, 39,288. That's your real longest. Wow. Okay. This is the thing. Having a hunt that goes on this long means that future shiny hunts, I can look back on this and think, hey, it's nothing compared to that sort of thing. Hopefully. So I don't mind too much, but I do hope the shiny comes soon. Now we've hit 50,000, which is cool. I hope it comes soon. You're going back to the zone later this year. Quick. Feels good to not risk a fail for a bit. Yeah, I bet it does. Nice to go back to the zone, though. Is that to claim a target that you weren't able to find this year, Quick? You have the stereotypical Tennessee twang when you talk. Oh, cool. Don't sound like a full-grown adult. Tennessee twang. And what a charming twang it is. You're saying Chimchar Sean Palkia. Actually, Quick, yeah, I did do Palkia on stream yesterday. So, here we go. That's essentially Palkia, right? Someone yesterday said it sounded like Wario / Waluigi. Which it does. That's just Palkia. The Waluigi from outer space. Or at least the master of space. And Chimchar Sean is like... going for that chimp-like noise. That's my Chimchar and my Palkia. You're thinking of Chimchar too, Beefy? Interesting. Yeah, exactly, Jack. Not even guaranteed to catch it. That's Safari Week, my friend. Or Safari Month. It would be insane, but hey, at least we'd have found a shiny. Bada Bingdra, hey Beefy. Oh, all the chat going out from you. Yeah, it's a name that lends itself to some fun riffs on it. You love Chimchar, Beefy. Gen 4 is low-key your favourite gen, Sean. That's interesting to hear. Longest recorded shiny, and it's 84,000 for a Golduck in gold. Don't go that high. Wow. Thank you. That's a really good stat to know, Quick. Longest recorded. $84,000 for a Golduck in gold. Oh, please, 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 please. So I don't go that high. Oh, goodness. You want the Torkoal on your Hot Gold Shiny Badge Quest for the Kanto leg. Oh, cool. That sounds fun. Shame that you can't guarantee the capture, but hey. Shiny Badge Quest. Oh, so exciting. I'll have you know, Quick. A, Fossil Week is very exciting. If people are unaware, Fossil Week is coming up. Shiny hunting for fossils for a week. And I do love fossil Pokemon. I'd love to take part. Also, though, I'll have to see if I'm up for it after a very, very long Safari Week. B, so, you're aware that before Safari Week, you know, centuries ago, I was watching your Heart Gold Shiny Badge Quest video when I found Shiny Totodile. And of course you had Shiny for Alligator on your team, so I decided I had to do a Heart Gold Shiny Badge Quest, right? 5111. 1. Missed out on one there. Cool number. On that save file, I have nicknamed that rival Kyle. I had to. It was fate telling me that I should start a shiny badge quest in Heart Gold, having watched your video. So you are immortalised on that Heart Gold save file. That's in the back of this black Nintendo DS right here, as the rival Kyle. You've been trying to come up with your dream team. Not an easy task, Beefy. No, it's not. It's not. But it's a very fulfilling task. You take your time with it. There's no rush. Better take your time with it. You hear a Gaia. Yes, Emerald. Join us to the point of Pokemon Crisis that you want to guess. Yeah, well, hey, they're fun to do. Glad we enjoyed that Gaia. Safari Epoch, quick. Yes. In many ways, isn't it always Safari Epoch? Because even when it's not Safari Week, it kind of is. We're all looking forward to it. I don't know. But yes, Safari Epoch. We can call it that, I guess. That's interesting, Beefy. I played Generation 4 relatively late compared to when it came out. It was my present to myself, my treat for getting into drama school, actually. Getting Pokemon Platinum. So I guess it doesn't have quite the nostalgia that the other generations do for me, but I still loved it. And I still felt a lot of nostalgia playing through Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, actually. Because, yeah, it was recalling back to when I got that Platinum version. I love those games. Gen 4, so many special memories for you, Sean. Yeah, that's what Pokemon does so well. Oh, cool. Beefy, that's when you were getting into guitar. Nice. It's good to have a diverse range of interests, I think. And yes, I've heard some of your guitar skills, Beefy. Glad you are honing them. Because it's made you the player you are today. 84k encounters and some grueling times. I hope for Charlie Sanity it's happened before 55. So do I, Casey. We believe. Ah, still no shiny few emeralds. It's coming. Listen. If I can keep going, you can keep going, my friend. Didn't mean to throw mud at your after. I'm sorry. Beside itself with anger, and you flared, I'm not surprised. I would too. I would also be angry. Swing by the ruins of Alf with shiny toasted Alf. Smash some rocks for an old amber and helix fossil quick. Yeah. I've already got an old amber in Soul Silver. I guess I'd have to trade it over actually to Heart Gold. Good point. Oh, I love finding the fossils in the ruins of Alf. So exciting. I already have provisional targets for what I would shiny hunt for in Fossil Week. Quick. Aerodactyl, Lilip, and Shieldon is what I'm thinking, but we'll see. I actually need to remind myself which of the fossils I find in my Platinum based on that last digit of my trainer ID, because even number last digit means you find Cranados, odd number means you find Shieldon, right? So I hope I would have an odd number. I'll have to find out. Yeah, realising that Pokemon fans are the same age based on the games they played and when. Yes, a classic activity. Question for Charlie in the chat from Toasted. You're working on a pixel art remake of Kurt's house from Gold and Silver. Yes, I remember you saying that's so exciting. What Pokemon would you all expect in his workshop? There is a Pokemon he has there, right? Toasted. Yes, exactly. Slowpoke. I mean, it would make sense for Kurt to have a Voltorb or an Electrode. The inspiration for making Pokeballs, I guess. He's also very focused on his tasks. What Pokemon represent that? He's a craftsman as well. Isn't his granddaughter or someone there as well? Doesn't she have a cute Pokemon? Clefairy or Jigglypuff or something like Near Ilex Forest 2, so... like a Pineco, maybe? Pokemon that appears in Ilex Forest. Celebi. Joking, though you could have Celebi poking out from behind the background somewhere. Visiting from the Ilex Forest Shrine, maybe. Yeah, it's an interesting question, Toasted. Those are my initial thoughts, but I'll keep reflecting on that. Remake games prefer the original versions over the remakes. Good question, Casey. So, with the remakes, I love the addition of all the quality of life changes, like the abilities. But, of course, nothing's going to beat that initial playthrough of the original generation, especially for Johto, Generation 2 being my favourite. So it's tough. Overall, nothing will beat that experience. Overall, that's why Pokemon Silver Original is my favourite. But to play through again, well, I'm looking forward to my Pokemon Silver Dream Team quest that I've got planned. But yeah, I'll have to play through Silver again and then get back to you, I think, Casey, on that. But it's a really good question. Yes, tools are definitely a must. And the machine, the sort of... yeah, the sort of awls and things that he has. Not the machine, he's more authentic than that. He's more rustic than that. But yeah, exactly, the tools and so on are crucial. Hope you didn't miss one this whole time, you're kind of sleepy. Yeah, well, that's always the worry, isn't it? I certainly, Emerald, have a similar fear. Also, quick, I actually, just before streaming, was watching your Safari Week compilation video. It was fun to see our little call that we were on at the beginning of your video. When you found that shiny Sandslash, which unfortunately fled. But fun to relive that. I'm looking forward to finishing that video. I was only able to catch the beginning, really. Oh, that's true, yeah. The Slowpoke could be missing a tail, actually. I can't remember if that actually happens in the game or not. Scythers cut down trees. A Ledibur. Things at the Bug Gym Town. Yeah, that's why I was suggesting Pokemon that can be found in Ilex Forest that are bugs. Bugs seem right for Azalea Town and for Kurt. Oh, they still just have a Slowpoke. Okay. You wouldn't want to stuff the house with Pokemon though, anyway. I guess. Toasted. And of course, if it is just the Slowpoke, then that represents how special that Slowpoke is to them. So maybe it's best just to leave it at that. I'm not sure. Pokemon that would be helpful with the moves, Toaster. It's a really good question. Glad you like the Voltorb Electrode shout. I mean, given that Apricorns are in Legends Arceus, obviously Hisuian Voltorb or Electrode would be cool as well, but time-wise, chronology-wise, doesn't really check out, does it? So yeah, Voltorb Electrode might be the best shout there. Yeah, chopping Pokemon. Scyther does make sense. Or actually, Farfetch'd is a pretty big part of the story, right? The cut master, or the person who teaches you cut, and the Farfetch'd, and you've got to chase the Farfetch'd around in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So I could have a Farfetch'd there to help with the cutting, but then maybe that's too much a signature of the people who use cut in the forest. But yes, I know what you mean. Oh, nice, Beefy. Glad that you're going to give Sinnoh another chance. Brilliant time, and go for it. It's a very cozy game. I remember when it came out in the autumn of 2021. I just felt all the cozy vibes. So I very much enjoy it, Beefy. I loved it. Got to get into content creation so you can join the circle of creators. It's a good time. But it's only, it's not a decision to be taken lightly. Sounds like you're pretty busy as well, Beefy, with your intense schedule. Getting up early in the mornings, jiu-jitsu, etc. Yeah, depends where your enjoyment lies, I guess. Missing tail, yes. Although I can't remember again if in the lore that Slowpoke that Kurt has did have the tail cut off by Team Rocket or not. It certainly makes sense. Yeah, exactly. I think a Celebi in the background somewhere would be great, Toasted. Especially, yeah, because Kurt can make the GS ball. Ah, one exciting detail. Oops. Yeah, just the merest hint of Celebi were really cool. Kurt has a Shuckle. In the Pokemon Adventure mangas, he has a Shuckle. That's interesting. Kind of makes sense. Round. And it's a bug type. Shuckle's a very cute and cool Pokemon. Big fan of Shuckle. And competitively, what it offers with its very high defenses. And like guard trick or power trick and guard swap, things like that. Love Shuckle. And what a shiny as well. You've never played Sinnoh? You didn't pick Chimchar, Beefy. Yeah, well. Excited for you to have that experience, Beefy. Oh, I think you're going to love it. I think it's time for another Pokemon cry, don't you? Let me do one for you all to guess, then you can suggest one. Or whoever gets it can suggest one. Oh, it's a very difficult one. Let me try it again. I've now committed. Let's give it a go. Oh, maybe that's too difficult. Maybe I'll work on that one. I'll park that one, work on it, and get back to you. Good evening, Taki. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. We're still going. We're over 50,000. We still don't have a shiny. We're having a good time as always. Taiyaki has recently signed up for the free trial of the Patreon. Very exciting. So Taiyaki now has access to the Rapidash round, the bonus content from Chazingdra chats on my Patreon. And given that, well, this week we released the 16th episode. Tomorrow we release the 16th episode. So that means 15 minutes of bonus content per guest. So that means what? After the first 10 episodes, there's 150 minutes of bonus content up there. Then further 75. So that's 225. Plus a further 15 for tomorrow. So that's 240 minutes of bonus content on the Patreon right now. 240 minutes. For just $3 per Rapidash round, or $5 a month. And you get one every week, so 4 in a month total. $5 a month. That's not bad, is it? And if you're interested in the Patreon, then you can check out the link in the description below of this stream. Yeah, the Rapidash round, the Patreon, tend to discover that we've barely scratched the surface in the main episode, and we get to know the guests that little bit better. So if you're a fan of the podcast, or if you're a fan of getting to know people in the Pokemon community, the Patreon's for you. And if you're enjoying the stream, you know what's coming. Please do like, please do subscribe. These things are so helpful. And I've got all my socials linked below as well, so you can follow me on there. See the compilation of all the Safari comedy skits that I've been doing. I release event vlogs of the events I commentate, because I'm a Pokemon video game competitive commentator. Lots of other content planned, lots more streams planned once we find a shiny. And as you can see, more than 6 times over odds. Let's hope a shiny comes soon. Appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight, everyone. Got my Discord community link below as well, Chazingra's Chocolate Factory, if you want to hang out off the stream. You can share our thoughts on competitive, casual, anything to do with the Pokemon video games. But for now, just very good to hang with you all. So, we had some cry guesses there with Celebi, Purloin, Bounsweet. I'm just going to abandon that one because it's so hard. But I appreciate those guesses and I'll bear them in mind for a future game. Or a future cry to impersonate. Yeah, you definitely have a very busy schedule, Beefy. All you really do is music. Oh, you've made music for others who are doing content creation. Very cool, Beefy. That sounds great. Sure, you're very talented at that. Very exciting. You're reading the manga, you haven't got that far. Got through the red, blue, yellow volumes of Adventures. Oof. I'd like to dip into the manga, actually. I think I'd really enjoy that. Picked up Volume 4, Crystal. Cool, Toasted. Very cool. Yeah, very cool seeing the Patreon, Taki, as I said. Love the typing out of emojis rather than typing the emoji. Because you're on your laptop. Beefy. Love these connections being made in the chat. Guitar, bass and drums and harmonica. Good combination of instruments there, Beefy, to create music with. You've read most of the manga series, Emerald. Very cool. Yeah, I think the manga would be right up my street. I need to get involved in that. I'd love to hear some of the music you do for streams, Beefy. So yeah, please do link that in the community in Chazindra's Chocolate Factory. Would love to hear. Someone mentioned a Torkoal scene is with a furnace into Kurt's workshop, which I think is a good shout. Torkoal. Torkoal is interesting. I don't know. I feel like you should keep it to Generation 1 and 2 Pokemon Toasted. For me, anything beyond Generations 1 and 2 would just not sit right, I think, if I was looking at a picture of Kurt. It would sort of ruin the illusion for me. That's just my 2 cents. Maybe people disagree. I don't know what other people's thoughts are on that. But, yeah, I'd say stick to Generations 1 and 2 Pokemon. All right. So cool seeing the community helping each other like this, by the way. Beefy helping out Sean with music there. This is what it's all about. The connections we make here through Pokemon, incredible. All helping each other. You teach me and I'll teach you. You know how the theme tune goes. We're so lucky to be a part of the community. Now then, let's do a cry. I know I had an abortive attempt just earlier. An attempt that I abandoned. So, let's have a proper go. Blim bum bum. Who's that? Blim bum bum. Blim bum bum. Name that Pokemon. Who's that Pokemon? Not sure if we'll hit 52,000 tonight, by the way, everyone. That was the aim, but we started a bit late. We'll get as far as we can. We'll certainly surpass 51,500. Graplot, Jake. Wow, now there's a Pokemon I haven't thought about in a long time. Graplot. Fighting type introduced in Generation 8, but we don't have it in Generation 9. It's not Graplot. I couldn't even tell you what Graplot's cry is. But Jake, I realise you're someone who just has the name typed out before you even hear it. Hear the cry I do. But thank you for reminding me of Graplot, or at least for bringing Graplot to my attention again, because again, it's been a while. Bum bum. Who is that Pokemon? Oops. I can tell you, it's from Generation 3. It's a Generation 3 Pokemon. Bum bum. Camerupts, Jake? No, it's not. Good guess, though. Good guess. Camerupt's a really interesting cry. It's like... Conkeldurr? You're no longer saying Conkeldurr. Let it be known that you withdrew that guess, Jack. Okay. It's not Conkeldurr anyway. But a good guess. Oinkologne, no it's not. Taki, yes exactly, it's Gen 3. No worries. Mitang, Jack, no it's not. Interesting guess. Blim bom bom. Who uses the Pokemon in the game? Good question. That would probably narrow it down a little bit too much, actually. Sean, that might make it a little bit easy. Let's see, what other clues can I give you? The type might make it a little bit easy as well. What I will say is... you can find the pre-evolved form. This is a second evolution. Let's leave it at that for now. It's a second evolution. Or as in... it's a two-stage line, and this is the final evolution of the line. Blim bum bum. Obviously, bear in mind it's hard to replicate the electronic sounds of many moons ago with the human voice, but that's nearly as close as I can get, probably. Aggron, Jake, it's not. Aggron's like... sorry if that your ears. Or more like... someone described it as a freight train the other day, and that's very accurate. Shiftry, it's not Sean. That's a really cool cry, that one. It's like... you could see me trying to replicate it there, do a little practice before saying it out loud, but Shiftry's like... something like that. Yes, I mean Final Save. Sorry, Emerald. Yes, I trying to express myself there. It's not Delcatty either, Jack. That's more meowy. If I remember correctly, or Jake, sorry. If I remember correctly, Delcatty sort of like a sort of thing, but higher pitched than that. So, I'll give you another clue. I'm intrigued to see what people think of this one. Or, once you know the answer, hear your thoughts after that. It's not Exploud either, Sean. It's a Pokemon evolutionary line that only has 2 stages in it. And this is the final form, so it's not Exploud. Exploud is like... well, Loudred is... na-na-na. Na-na-na. Exploud I can't quite remember, actually. I am still going, Matt. Yes, welcome back. Very good to see you, my friend. How are you doing, Matt? Yes. Approaching 51.5k encounters. Crazy. Hello, Cameron. Good to see you in the chat as well. How are you doing, Cameron? It's not Cacturn. Wow. Still no one's got it. It's not Cacturn. It's not Claydol. It's not Masquerain. Beefy and Sean liaising over music. Very good to see these connections being made. Yeah, welcome back, Matt, and good to see you here, Cameron. So, I'll do it again. Blim bum bum. Blim bum bum. Crawdaunt? No, it's not. Sean, really good guess though. Glad you're good, and I realise you're coming at a weird time here, Matt. I am imitating Pokemon cries, of course. That's what these strange noises are. We're trying to guess which Pokemon makes this cry. Bum bum. So Generation 3 is the second of a 2-stage evolutionary line. Glad you're all good. Finishing up some practice. Thought you'd check in and see if it was over. Well, there you go. No, it's not. But thank you for checking in. What have you been practicing, Matt? It's not Sharpedo, Jake. All of these guesses, wow, and they're all 2-stage evolutions. But still, no, unfortunately not. Glalie. It's not Glalie. You missed the cry, Beefy. Okay, here we go again. Bum bum. Bum bum. Who's that Pokemon? Hariyama. No, it's not Emerald. Hariyama's like... It's one of those cries in the game where it kind of sounds like it's saying its name. Hariyama. Sort of thing. Yeah, I can see it. 2 stomps, etc. But no, it's not Hariyama. Dusclops, Mightyena, Cradley. No, still no. So... yeah, exactly. Loads of 2 stages in Gen 3. If I give you the type, I think it will sort of give it away. So that's a clue in itself. But the next clue I'll give you... We just had all 4 purple Pokemon appearing on screen then. None of them shiny, before you ask. The next clue I'll give you is you find the first stage... under the route with the bridge in Hoenn. The cycling bridge. Cycling road. And the second stage just across the water... east of Morville City. Moville City. Is it Moville? Yeah, it's Mauve, I guess. I'm not sure. Moville. Morville. Moville. Anyway. Congratulations, Beefy. It is indeed Manectric. Fantastic stuff. That was a marathon, wasn't it? Good job to Beefy and to Jake. Manectric. Boom, bom, bom. Not Grumpig Cameron, not Swailot Emerald. You guessed before the hint. Exactly, I saw your guess out of the corner of my eye as I was starting to say the hint. Good job, Beefy. You're good at this. Swailot Manectric. Yeah, exactly. Going through your list of favourites. Oh, right. Interesting. Yeah, Manectric is such an interesting cry because I always confuse it with Raikou. It sounds like a legendary cry to me. I don't know if anyone else finds that. It sounds very grand. So I always confuse it with Raikou because it sounds a bit electric as well. I actually can't recall Raikou's cry. But yeah, does anyone else find that? Confusing Manectric and Raikou's cry? You don't know Swailot. You trolled yourself. That's so funny. Well, you probably said Swailot because it's a 2-stage evolution and you find Gulpin under the cycling bridge. But yeah, Manectric it is. And you see what I mean about Raikou, Manectric, Emerald? Yeah, interesting. Jake gets to suggest the next one. Well, Beefy did get it, but yeah, Jake. Since Beefy's already suggested one, time for you, my friend. Suggest one for me to do. You hear both differently, Emerald. Fair enough. Now, it's not that I confuse Raikou and Manectric's cries. It's just that Manectric's cry sounds like it should be Raikou's cry. If that makes sense. I'm not confusing them. Just Manectric sounds more legendary to me than fits a Manectric, if that makes sense. You've been practicing VGC. I see. Can't give away too much because your team is facing Sean's this week in UKIT. Ah, very cool. No worries. Well, of course, yeah, VGC practice We were just saying before, Sean and I, that it's important to chill out after some VGC practice. Because it's not exactly the most relaxing thing, VGC practice. So, very good to see you on the stream, Matt. Hope you are able to chill out. And yeah, thank you for understanding that convoluted explanation there, Emerald. Oh, and you think Raiku's doesn't sound as grand as it should be for you. That's interesting. I need to remind myself of Raiku's. I know that Entei is bom-bom, as I was doing on Friday. Suicune, I was just about to call it Crystal. Suicune is like... But then Raikou I need to remind myself of. I already am becoming a jukebox at this point, aren't I? Got the U-Kit going on at the moment too, very exciting. That is a UK and Ireland Pokemon tournament for the VG side of things. An annual thing, happens every summer. Good luck to both Matt and Sean. Six more Beldum candles until you have a Metagross in Pokemon Go. Very nice, Beefy. Nearly there. Good luck. So, Jake, you get to suggest a cry for me to do. Looking forward to what you come up with. Test my knowledge. Which is the only Pokemon with the same base stat total as its Pokedex number? Wow. What a question. What a question, Matt. Whew. It's either going to be a relatively powerful one in Generation 5 or a relatively weak one in Generation 3. You can see my logic there. I'm going to say... Oh, actually, maybe that's not right. I'm just going to say... That's really difficult. Oh, Emerald. You've just seen the short. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a fun one to make. It was maybe a slightly more involved edit, today's. Hence, along with getting tomorrow's podcast episode ready to drop. Slight delay in starting the stream tonight. But, yeah, I'm pleased with how it turned out. Thank you, Emerald. Pleased you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen the Safari skit from today, you can find it on my socials, which are linked below. I'm releasing little Safari comedy videos to promote the streams every day that I've streamed, which has been great fun. And they seem to be going down well. So, yeah, do check them out online if you haven't seen. Glad you enjoyed Emerald. Toasted, you are off. So, good luck with making the progress with the pixels, Toasted. Good to see you as always. Hope to see you again soon. Have a very merry rest of your day. And I cannot wait to see this Kurt's house pixel art. Very exciting. Glad it was helpful to share the ideas. Now, as for this question, you say my name and then you do the eye emoji. Trying to think of Kingdra, but it can't be. It can't be Kingdra. Kingdra is too powerful for that, aren't you? That's right, Renata, you are. That's Renata, my Kingdra plush back there. Joined by Slee and Dugganon, the Horsey and Seadra, respectively. Is it one we were just talking about? Is it Manectric, perhaps? But then that seems like that should be more powerful, too. I'll just say Manectric, but otherwise, please give me a clue. First clue is I'm correct, it being Gen 5. Okay, thank you, Matt. Yeah, Gen 5. And then my next question is, where do the numbers start? Because it's not like Snivy is the 500th Pokemon. It's going to start like 450-ish, right? So it's going to have to be... Oh, well, it could still be. It could still be. Might not be a number that starts with a 5. What we're guessing, Jack, is there's one Pokemon whose base stat total is the same as its Pokedex number. What is it? But I'm just coming in with the number 600. I will guess. Ooh. Darmanitan. I'll guess Darmanitan. Snivy's 495 if you recall correctly. Okay, man, that's good to know. That's good to know. That's later than I expected. Potentially useful. Is it Darmanitan, Matt? Matt, I've shouted at you in the script writing for your video, unless you're a different Matt. Fascinating to see how this script is going to turn out, Jack. It's not Darmanitan. Okay. Can I have another clue? It is 2-stage. Okay, that's my clue. I did click run from that Chansey. It wasn't shiny, but I clicked it before seeing if it was shiny. Note to self. We're going to go for about another 10 minutes, everyone, and then wrap up the stream, I think. So maybe we'll reach 51,750, and then we'll wrap up. Just so we're aware, so about 100 encounters to do. 2-stage. If anyone's just joining or needs a reminder of what we're doing, I'm trying to guess the Pokemon whose base stat total is the same as its Pokedex number, and it's Generation 5 and it's 2-stage. That's all I know so far. Interesting game. Let's say... I don't think it's Lipard. I think... Ooh. It could be... I don't know, if it's in the 500s. It's quite powerful. Let's say Zoroark. Is it Zoroark? You just wrote down Matt's name wrong. Porter or Potter. Yeah. We're pleased that you could meet tonight in the stream. Sure, I'm just joking there, Jack, by the way. It has a dreadful ability. Is your next clue. It could be Cofagrigus, I guess. I just don't think it's Watchog because it would seem too powerful, that base stat total in the 500s for a Watchog. Oh, hang on. Archeops. Is it Archeops? That is a hindering ability. It's a 2-stage from Generation 5. I'm feeling quite confident with that. Archeops. Archeops has the ability Defeatist, which means its stats drop. I believe when its health is below half. Which, you know, might have some competitive use if you sort of use entrainment to get it on someone else, but yes. Or you have neutralizing gas or something alongside. It is Archeops! Whey! Thank you for the celebrations, everyone. Yes. That was a good clue with the dreadful ability. I think it's at least some interesting competitive scenarios, Defeatist. I'm not sure I call it dreadful, but I see where you're going with that, Matt. I see what you're going for. Good game. Interesting as well. Very interesting. Shall we do one more Pokemon Cry to wrap up proceedings for the night? We'll get up to 750. So I get a shiny Arcan during Fossil Week. Yeah! Now we're talking, Jack. I love Arcan and Archeops. That exact trivia tidbit. Alright, let's do another Cry. Who's that Pokemon? Mewtwo? No, it's not, Sean. Mewtwo's like... Lantern. You legit have zero idea, Jack. Well, Jack, you're right with Gen 2. Lantern is like... I need to remind myself of Lantern. It's like... something like that. Any guesses? I did start with you right. I did think that actually as I was saying it, Jack. But that was misleading. So sorry for misleading there. But no, it wasn't right, but you were right with Gen 2. Also, Jack, I hope that tonight's stream has been conducive for your script writing as you'd hoped. Very much hope so. Been a pleasure to have you in the chat, in the stream, so thank you, my friend. Apom, no, it's not Jack. That's like... Taking inspiration from what's on the screen in what we're seeing on Emerald, I take it. Murkrow Matt, no, it's not. Murkrow's like... I'm glad you made a good start, Jack. Perfect, that's what we wanted. We were just saying how starting is the hardest bit and the most important bit. So, very pleased you made a good start. Congratulations to you, Jack. Thrilled to hear that. Okay, I'll give you a clue about this cry. There is a plushie of this Pokemon visible in my backdrop. There's a plushie of this Pokemon visible in my backdrop. Thought we had a shiny Venonat there. Thought I saw blue eyes, but no, we did not. Just wishful thinking. Hello, Lou. Still no shiny. Sorry, not the microphone there. Still no shiny. Even after the rousing speech I gave today. Clearly, the games know that I wasn't entirely sincere when I was saying it's all about the journey, not the destination. Lou, the streams have devolved into guessing Pokemon cries. Can you guess the Pokemon that makes this cry? It's not Chansey. The clue given was it's a Pokemon that you can see in my backdrop right now. It's not Chansey. That's like... Porygon 2 Jack is like... what is Porygon 2? It's like Giraffarigs. Like that. Something like that. Also, that's Porygon 1 plush, actually, Jack, up there. But yes, it is Wobbuffet. Very good. Very good, Jack. Very good, Taki. Jack, you got it. Wobbuffet. Excellent stuff. Taki and Jack. Good guess with Vulpix, Lou. Vulpix like... You know what I mean? Lapras. But congratulations, it's Wobbuffet. And Lou, how are you doing? On the summer holiday, so I hope you're very much enjoying that. We're not going to reset the fire red this time, because we're so close to our finishing number, 51,750. Thanks so much for checking in with the stream, Lou. And Gastrodon's cry, okay. Let's end with Gastrodon's cry then. It's a very interesting one. That's my first go at Gastrodon's cry. It's almost humanoid, Gastrodon's cry. And we got Nidoran female, Teddiursa Eradicate, and no shiny. And you're just chilling with Gimli. Very nice. Hope you all enjoy Gastrodon's cry. You both. Gimli too. There you go. Alright, we still don't have a shiny, but we're going to do a bonus round because we always do. Here we go. Are we going to get a last minute shiny? The final 3 encounters. Yeah, was it pink or blue? It was blue for Lou. You can't spell blue without Lou, except you can because there's no O, but you know what I mean. Sounds the same. Nidorino, Lickitung, Apom. I'm checking just sort of desperately, but they're clearly not shiny. Still no shiny, everyone. Still no shiny. Unbelievable. Hello, Jazza. Tuning in before bed, things getting crazy. That's right, we've just finished for the night. 51,755. Let's see if we got Pokerus in Soul Silver. Good to see you though, Jazza. Hope you've had a good day. Happy Tuesday to you, and I hope you sleep very well. Have we got Pokerus in Soul Silver? No. Pokerus is about a 1 in 20,000 chance. And we got it once in Emerald, but still not in Soul Silver. You can't actually get it in Fire Red and Leaf Green. It doesn't spawn. You can trade it over, but it doesn't spawn in the wild. Just to confirm that, look, yeah, no? no Pokerus there. And, yeah, well, we have run out of time if I read. Anyway, and let's, as we always do, end on a high. Just see that Pokerus and Emerald. Just to remind us that things do change. We could find a shiny, we just haven't yet. There it is. There's that Pokerus at the bottom there. And now the Sunkern that I randomly caught is infected with Pokerus. Nice ring composition. It all comes back to the start. But yes, I caught that because I thought it might be shiny. It's quite a similar shiny, but it wasn't. Very cool though to see it infected with Pokerus though. Pokerus is actually an entirely beneficial virus that can attach to Pokemon, makes them grow quicker. Cheers to you, Matt. Thanks so much for joining, and good night. Sleep well. Thank you for that fun game, guessing the Pokemon whose base stat total was the same as its Pokedex number. So everyone, we still don't have a shiny. We're approaching 6.5 times over odds. Things are getting crazy, Jamie, as you say. But anyway, thank you so much, as always, everyone, for hanging out tonight. It's been a pleasure to see you all. The time has flown by, as always. Nice to do some more cry guessing. Nice to talk about all manner of things. Catch up with everyone's days. If you've enjoyed the stream, you know what to do. Please do like and subscribe. Those things are so helpful. The next episode of the podcast, Chazingdra Chats, drops tomorrow. With Connor Hayward, someone who has a plenty of experience behind the scenes on various streams. So I'm looking forward to you all hearing that perspective. That's going to drop overnight on the audio apps and 3 PM UK time on YouTube. Release Bologna, my vlog of the Bologna special event on Friday. Do go and check that out. I vlog the events that I'm there to commentate for, because I'm a competitive Pokemon video game commentator too. Got my socials linked below if you want to have a follow on there. See some of the Safari comedy skits that I've been doing. I've got my Discord community linked below as well. It'll be a pleasure to see any of you there so we can hang out off stream. Got my Patreon linked below as well so you can support me as a creator. Next stream possibly tomorrow, possibly not. I'll confirm on socials tomorrow, but hope to see you at the next stream either way. Very good to welcome Azure into the stream as well. And everyone else, Giratina too, everyone else who was joining for the first time, thank you so much for joining. You've been very welcome here. And so, let me just catch up on these final few messages. Dojo impression before sign off? Okay, Jazzo, we'll end with that for you. Goodbye to you, Emerald. Thanks to you as well, Jack. Very pleased that you made a good start on your YouTube video script. That's very exciting. And good night. Have a good one to you too, Taki. And so, have a very merry rest of your day. And with that, we'll do a final Dojo impression to end the stream. Need to remind myself of the cry one moment. Beep.